No?
No?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're live on YouTube.
All right,
All
Tyler,
right,
we're going
Tyler,
live
we're
on
going live on
YouTube.
YouTube.
I got to look
I
at
got to
this
look
camera.
at this camera. I keep forgetting
to
which camera to
That's
look
going to
at.
be the hard
That's going to be the hard part for me, Jason.
Which? Look at both
Look
cameras.
at both cameras.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to the show,
YouTube.
Zoom. I got to be quiet because there's a meeting
behind me.
But Christian is in here. What's up, Christian? Tim's in here. You told me to bring the heat today. We both have to have the energy. So I'm going to depend on you, Christian, to support this lifestyle. Energy lifestyle, I think we call it. My back hurts. I literally tweaked it this morning after I got off the phone with Tyler. I don't know what happened. I was like, hey, I just got to the gym. Let me call you back. Tyler calls me at 5:30 in the morning just to check up on me. He's a nice guy. And I was like, yeah, let me get off the phone. I got to go work out. Did a workout. Tweak my back. Haven't been able to walk all day. So thanks, Tyler. It's your fault.
Shoot, I didn't know I did that. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, man. But today we're going to talk about
social media.
And social media
is...
What's the problem here? Oh, just mute that. I don't know how.
No.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Mute. There you go. All right, we're back. But we don't need that. We need to go back to the first page. Social media is the bread and butter. True or false? I think true, right? I don't need to really go deep into it. We lost you? Did you say we lost us? We're good? Okay. And so I want you guys' feedback on this. This is a screenshot of what I've done in the last kind of 30 days. 1.4 million views. Lots of interactions. New followers off the chains. We've shared a lot of content. About 180 pieces. I don't know if that's... We could check into that. If that's story and actual posts. I think it could be a combination.
We lost audio.
But... What'd you say?
We lost audio. We didn't hear anything for almost a minute there.
What the? Everyone's fired, bro. Everyone's fired. We can edit that on YouTube, right? Anyways, this is my screenshot of what I've done in the last 30 days. So 1.4 million views just in the last 30 days. That's kind of low, to be honest with you, but we'll take it. 27,000 interactions, and we also gained 1,930 followers. Now, to some, that might not seem like a lot. To some, that might seem like way too much. To Tim Whitman, who has 100 followers, I don't know how Tim has followers, but he has followers. They're probably all culty people. This could be a lot of new followers for someone, and I could teach you guys how to do that within the next 30 days. No problem, piece of cake, live on this Zoom call. And you guys can ask questions, concerns. We're going to go through a practice script as well, so you guys will need to give me proper feedback on what you're experiencing in real estate as of now in this market. So think of different scenarios that we can make funny and make a quick skit. And I'm going to challenge you guys to actually make the skit, and then I'll invite you guys or that one person who is hand-selected. I'll help them edit it. I'll help them caption it. I'll help you do whatever it takes to get that thing posted. And I'm going to guarantee at least 5,000 views on that video. So think about what script you want to do. I'm going to pick one lucky I think Tyler will. Tyler, you'll pick one lucky person. We need to go viral. All right, but that's my month in a nutshell. So let's jump into it. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time for the fun. All right. So my goal here is to get you guys in a organic kind of mind frame. A lot of you guys buy organic fruit, and a lot of you guys just buy regular fruit. The difference is the title, right? It's the marketing of it. So I want you to get into that mind frame so you can kind of project that organic feel. You don't want it to be too salesy. You don't want it to be overly hooky. You do want to capture people's hearts and minds, right? At the end of the day, you have 5 seconds to really catch them and make sure that they're going to watch all throughout the video. And that's kind of tough when it comes to real estate, because real estate, in essence, is boring, right? It's transactional, it's documentation, it's looking at houses. But down in the bottom of your hearts, you guys all know that real estate has some features of like a really good movie, right? There's there's the intro, there's the plot, there's a suspenseful moment, and then there's a celebration at the end. And that's what we kind of want to do with our Instagram posts, all within 15 to 30 seconds, right? At the end of the day, you guys are looking for two types of viewers. I think personally on Instagram, it's going to be your end buyers and sellers, or it's going to be other real estate agents. And one thing I'm focusing on with the agents here in San Diego is to put out content for other agents, because I've seen huge success with a referral network. And Tyler, I send leads out all through social media, right, that come in from a YouTube or an Instagram from other agents or other buyers and sellers that have friends or family who live in San Diego. And now I've built a small little referral network where we're referring borrowers and clients and sellers for a 25% referral fee. And that's how we make X amount of dollars per month. And so I want you guys to focus on your end viewer, which is going to be the buyers, the sellers, and real estate agents in the industry. So make sure your mindset and your script matches those end viewers, right? So let's go through here. You guys, like I just said, are going through home buyers, sellers, and other agents. We got to know that before we jump into it. Now, once you pick your angle, right, if we're going to go buyer focused, what's a buyer really worried about? A buyer's got some fear, right? He's got finances that he has to go through. He's got to worry about his family. Sometimes you get someone who's single, right? But you got to know that your buyers all want to get over that fear. They want to know the finances, and they want to make sure their family's taken care of. And so make sure the content is either humor geared towards that or informational, right? I like the humor aspect of it because it'll cover all these bases and still get people laughing about real estate or really truly engage with your content. Now, if you're going to a seller-focused video or some seller-focused content, they want to talk about speed, price, preparation to get their home sold. And there's humor and skits within all these that we can think about. So like I said at the end, we'll pick someone, we'll think of ways to make your niche client a video that they're going to like and watch and share as well. Now, if you're going through to an agent direct, right, my content's more agent direct, and that's going to be talking about the humor of the day-to-day, some of the hustle points that we do. We're always working, and so I think other agents really want to see something that they can relate to. And you want to be able to look at the pain point that they have, because that's what they're going to relate to the most. I've noticed that people don't like happy. Do you like happy? You don't like happy. You like pain. You like content that makes you think and makes you happy through other people's pain as well. And so our top performing video was an agent-to-agent kind of video. We thought it would still work with buyers and sellers, and that's the one. It's got over 20 million views, and that's the one where I get out of the car in a suit and tie saying, hey, I'm a new agent, this and that, and then the next scene is me in a tank top, right? For some odd reason, agents related to that the most, but we got so many end buyers and sellers who were like, I would never let a real estate agent wear that, or this guy who walks up to my door in a suit and tie, he's never going to get my business. So it really hit all aspects of it, and that's kind of what I want you guys to think of. And we didn't script that in any way. We just said, hey, this is funny because this is what we see on a day-to-day basis. One day I'm wearing a suit. One day I'm wearing tank tops and shorts at a project or something, and I still got to make things work. So think of that when you're thinking of your end viewer, right? So we want you to think like a viewer, speak to their frustrations, add humor or truth, just so they can relate to it, right? At the end of the day, what's something that you guys can all relate to with your end buyer? And that is tough for agents to think of. But when it's agent to agent, you could probably think of a lot more things that you guys can relate to. And so for me, let's go with something that happened today, right? A commission check, just not there, right? That can relate to most other agents. We closed on the deal 2 days ago, Friday, waiting for the check, nothing there. Escrow said they sent it. They sent tracking. We're waiting by the mailbox, essentially, for that commission check. We've all been there. We've all been searching for the commission check. And so that video was simple to to script because it really happened. And so that's different scenes like me closing a deal, celebrating, and then sitting around like Pablo Escobar waiting for the check. And that was simple, right? You're waiting by the mailbox. You're chasing a mailman down. You're going to the P.O. box. You're calling escrow. And those are all quick 2-second clips. And that's all the stuff that you guys have to do to make a viral video. It was just something I thought of today that happened today. And so when you're looking at the end, a lot of you guys make the mistake of looking at the beginning first. I want you guys to look at the end user first. And so if you're thinking of a buyer and seller, sellers are frustrated right now because their home is sitting on the market longer than it was 2 years ago. Buyers have a lot to choose from. So those buyers that you're showing 17 different homes, they want to know what it takes to get approved. A seller wants to know how fast you can sell their home. And so we can think of humor in those scenarios, and we can think of pain points that we'll be able to help them get through. So when you're looking at a secret sauce, there isn't really a secret sauce. It's just thinking about stuff that happens to you on a daily basis and writing that stuff down and finding angles to make a cool, quick video. Now, a lot of you guys don't know how we make these videos, and I'll show you guys how to do it once we go through things, but it's really just clips, right? You're going to take your cell phones. You could do it all by yourself. Some of the videos we do are all by ourselves, or a husband or wife can record it, or your friend or a video guy. I'm blessed. I have all of the above. And so anytime I think of an idea, I can just have someone hold the camera, or I can tell Jason, hey, let's do this. Or I have Rolo who stops by once a month, and we could film content. But it's really just simple clips. So it's you take out your phone, you record the first intro, you record the second clip, you record you chasing the mailman, you record yourself on the phone with escrow, and then you take those films, those clips, and you stick them in CapCut, and then you just basically simple edit. I think that's the hardest part of this whole thing is the editing, but CapCut by far makes it super easy. So let's go through some of the stuff here. We got to break it down so you see best of both worlds. So our best script showed best sides of all the industries, whether it's mortgages, wholesale, fix and flips, buyer-seller conversations, lenders versus listing agents, your reality as a client versus the agent's reality. You have to have both aspects of the game so people can understand what the full picture is of what you experience on a day-to-day basis. So your hook, like I said, is your first 5 seconds. You got to call out the common problem. For the problem with the commission check, it's really that, right? Your hook is you're celebrating, you're winning, and then you're kind of waiting around. So that's relatable in many ways for agents, and I want you guys to kind of showcase that as well. The truth is we're all waiting for the check, right? So let's be funny, let's be honest, and talk about the pain points. Most of us are paycheck to paycheck at some point in our careers, and so people will relate to that. If you got bills coming in, have that stack of bills that you're looking through, waiting for the check. Now, your CTA is your call to action. That's one thing I've been struggling as of late to do because most of our content has been pretty free in a way, right? It's, hey, click here for a free course. That's an easy call to action. Now, when you start asking people for paid resources, that's when your call to action needs to be stronger and less subtle in a way, right? Because now we're trying to charge people based on what we've been kind of giving away stuff for the last 4 or 5 years. We've grown the channels. We've provided people with value. We've never asked for a penny. Now it's kind of time to shift gears and try this whole paid side out. So the call to action needs to be subtle and strong. Now, DM, commenting, doing all that stuff, that's kind of the basic stuff that the call to action has drawn people to. I don't think it's very good in a way. I think you have to be more subtle to get people to kind of listen to you and reach out to you in the future. So we'll work on that as well, but make sure you are relatable. Make sure you have a good hook. Make sure that you're funny and honest in all the videos. because this is your one time to be kind of free. All right, so let's choose a niche. Um, who wants to be my guinea pig here? Tyler?
You want me to pick someone, or do you want them to raise their hand?
They can raise their hand. We're going to go through a script, right? And then we're going to go through it, and I'm going to have them record it on their own, and they're going to send it to me. I'll edit it for them. I'll do like a cool walkthrough with them, like on a Loom or something. And then I'll have them post it.
Okay, who wants to do this? This is a great opportunity. Who wants it?
Who wants it? Going once,
Christian,
going... Oh, Christian.
Let's go.
I knew
we got it.
I knew it. All right, Christian. Let's see here. Christian, what city and state are you in? I forgot.
In Orlando, Florida. Central
Oh,
Florida.
I love it. The best state in the world, right? For now.
Heck yeah.
Until California settles down. Okay, too soon. Sorry. All right, so let's pick your niche. What are you trying to target here? You think you want to target more agent to agent? You want to target buyers? You want to target sellers?
Yeah, it's sellers and investors. It's honestly what I'm trying to target.
Okay, I like the investor route. But let's pick one. Which one do you really want to focus on today?
Sellers.
Okay, sellers. And what's a situation that you've experienced in the last year that just any situation with sellers? Give me a seller story from hell.
I mean, sellers trying to get the most amount of money is always the biggest thing, but a situation this year in all reality was something similar to that. Someone that bought their home 2 years ago, trying to sell it now, and obviously with all the fees and everything, they're having to come out of pocket to be able to actually sell their home.
Okay.
So it's now weighing on them.
And you were the agent for both?
For that one, it was the buyer's side.
Okay, and you helped them buy, and now they're wanting you to sell, right?
Well, we didn't actually close on it, but no, that was just a situation that I knew that we were in.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So that's a good situation, right? Those are kind of the best videos that work. You said it was purchased 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And so that clip is you talking to someone, really quick, like congratulating them on their new home purchase. That person's exciting. You're handing them the keys. You don't even have to say anything, really. You're just shaking their hand, giving them a key. They're celebrating. Overreact it. Everyone, use your hands. Be very excited. On the top of the video, it's going to say 2023, and then it's going to be you and whoever this person is. Could be another agent, whatever. And you're just going to hand them the keys, have a balloon or something, and it's going to just say congratulations. And then the next scene immediately, so that's 3 seconds, right? The next scene is that same person wanting to sell their house, right? And you're going to say, and they're going to be like, hey, Christian, I really want, thanks for helping me on that house, even though we know you didn't. But thanks for helping me buy that. I want to sell my house right now. Can you do it for me? My equity's been through the roof the last 3 years. Everything's going great. So something along those lines, and I'll write these out for you. And then all you have to say is, yeah, perfect. I charge a 6% commission. And then he's going to say, well, I won't have any equity left. And then you look at him, and that's it. You just kind of raise your hands, and that's kind of the punchline of the whole thing. It's a quick 30-second video. And in the caption, you're going to illustrate how equity works, how closing costs work, how different aspects of the real estate transaction will eat at your equity. And that's something a seller just doesn't know in today's market. And you're going to basically break it down. You're capturing them with the video. And in the video, you're going to put 2025, and you're going to type this stuff out, right? In like a typewriter form, it's going to say equity 15,000, commissions 20,000, right? Negative 5,000 equity. And that's going to be on the text on the screen. And that's going to be the whole point of your video. But the real work is in that description. And so keywords in that description are going to be very crucial for the success of that video. And so once you do that, It's all edited, clean. We lump it together. You're gonna have a good, catchy song as well. Whatever's trendy. Instagram does a good job of telling you what's trendy in terms of music, and you just pick that, put the volume a little bit lower, and you go through the editing motions, and you have an end product. Now, one thing people fail to do on this is, I don't know if you've noticed. Let's see if I can go to my Instagram. I have my Instagram blocked because I spend too much time on there. Time limit. All right. So here's mine. So if you notice, I don't know, can you see that? That's okay. So these all have thumbnail images. So Instagram asks you for an image, a thumbnail image, to put as your first kind of picture that people see. Now, I've noticed that the funnier the image, the more engaging the image, the better the video does. And so you have to get a picture, whether or not you're in the moment or not. Don't try to do it later. It just ruins it. So when you're filming these, film something funny in terms of a photo that you're going to use for your thumbnail, right? And in the front of the thumbnail, you're going to put text on it. You could do this all through captions or CapCuts. And all you're going to say is, homeowners, let's think of something funny. Homeowner loses all his equity with the sale of the purchase, something along those lines. Homeowner thinks they have more equity than they do. Equity drained, equity gone, or something that makes people see it. So take a picture when you're there with that person you do the video with. If it's just yourself, take a funny picture of yourself somehow, some way, because you're going to use that in the video. And I think we should do that, me and you, Christian. If you can, I'll record my side and you can record your side at the end of the day. It could be just me and you. You just have to have someone film you or whatever. But we'll figure that out later. But at the end of the day, that's kind of the goal for this video, right? You got your niche. You're looking for sellers. You're trying to educate them on how equity works and how closing costs works and how the sale of a transaction will work, right? A real situation. And then we kind of wrote out our first 3 lines. So our goal is to keep it under 60 seconds. This one should be under 35 seconds. If there's a lot of back and forth, the better, right? So the clips between me looking at you and you looking at me and me looking at you and you looking at me are going to be very crucial for the engagement of the video. And then the description. I can help you write the description. Do not use ChatGPT unless you use ChatGPT after you write it. So write it in your own words. Do not tell ChatGPT to add to it or clean it up or whatever you guys tell you the prompt to do. Just tell them to do simple spell check. You can do it in Microsoft Word if you don't want to. And just copy and paste into Word. See if there's any grammatical errors. The only thing I would ask ChatGPT to do is give you categories for the video that will help it grow. But Instagram will do that for you. I'll show you guys a quick trick. Let me see. Sorry. Let's go here. So you're going to go to a video. It doesn't even have to be yours. Go to any video that you've watched in the real estate game. Let's see. Let's go through here. Of course, now it's not showing me when I need it. Let's go here. Basically, it will tell you what category the video's in. So you go to your videos, a real estate video, it'll say real estate sellers struggle to understand or something along those lines. And that's the category you want to use for your keyword. So whatever that category is, use that in your descriptions. So find out what that category is, and Instagram will give you the hints. I'll have to show you guys offline once I figure out the cell phone thing. I'll take screenshots. But any questions, Christian? Like what questions do you have? How to film it? What angles?
Yeah, no, I mean, I had it running through my mind. In all reality, was uh, I was gonna see about a local agent that would honestly do it with me. Even I
Yeah.
know a couple sellers and stuff that I could use their properties.
Yeah, I would do another agent for sure. Just so you guys can tag him, right? Tag him or her. Preferably get someone who's in a different zip code. I mean, I don't know how it works out in Florida, but here in San Diego, it's kind of a small city. And so if I find someone local, they're going to be competition, which isn't bad, right? We don't mind competition. But at the same time, try to find someone who's not a competitor. I don't care because there's deals that I get that they don't. So at the end of the day, we're not really competition. We're just working together and collaborating. But try to be consistent with that. But yeah, get someone else for sure.
Yeah, other than that, I think what you gave me and everything, the basis of it, I think I have a good understanding, a good idea.
Yeah, perfect. So let's do that. I'll write the script out for you. If you could email me, and I'll be able to give you the simple scripts, how to cut it. I mean, how to film it. Basically, I'll give you step by step, and then record it, and then I'll help you guys edit it. You could put it into a Google Drive or something, and I'll edit it on CapCut, and then I'll have you guys post it, create a description. And like I said, the description needs to be real life scenarios, right? I helped John buy a house in 2022. John called me in 2025 wanting to sell. He bought the house for X amount of dollars. He wanted to sell the house for X amount of dollars, but he wasn't aware of closing costs. And what are closing costs? Closing costs are title, escrow fees, closing recordation fees, transfer tax if that is applicable, and most importantly, commissions. Commissions range from anywhere to 3 to 6%. So you do have to factor that number in, blah, 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 blah. So come up with a cool description. I'll edit it for you. Don't use ChatGPT. Use the best organic version of your brain can offer. And then I'll do the rest for you, and then you post it, copy and paste. But don't forget to take that picture, that funny picture, because we're going to need that thumbnail image. And I could do that for anyone. I mean, not all you guys. How many people are in here? Well, there's not many. We could figure it out. Maybe one a week for the next 20 weeks. But the more kind of inclusive of everyone the video is, the better it does. So this one's going to relate to sellers. This one's going to relate to people who are buying, right? They want to know if you're in the market to buy, keep in mind when you do sell, there are closing costs. Or, hey, did you know as a buyer, there are closing costs too? This one's going to relate to agents. This one's going to relate to title reps. This one's going to relate to a lot of people. And we just thought of it right now on a live stream. So that's good. That's cool. You got it, Christian? You got your notes? I'll email you. You email me. I'll respond back with the breakdown. And you guys can film that this week.
Yes, sir. Got it all down. Appreciate it.
I like it. All right. Any questions? Who else? Who else wants to go through one? Free scripts. Tim, you don't need a script? No. IT Tim? No? All right. Cool.
Yeah, who wants something, y'all? Let's work on your social media. Like, literally he's laying out a game plan that's like a slow month for our guy right here is over 1 million views. So if you want help, like that's what we're here to help you with in real time.
Yeah, while we wait for someone who else wants to be a guinea pig, your stories are crystal clear. I don't know. Your stories are stories, right? You're trying to tell a story on your Instagram story. So your reels are more informational. Your story is to tell a story. So your first story of the day should be, hey, your game plan for the day or a property or a certain situation. Don't just post your food. That doesn't tell a story. You guys all have professional real estate pages, right? Even if they're personal/professional, people don't care about your kids. They want to hear the story about your kids, right? They don't want to just see a picture of your kid in front of the San Diego Zoo. They want to see what transpired. They want to see the kid yelling and screaming on the way to the zoo, getting in front of the zoo, taking a picture, then crying that the giraffe ate their finger off. Like, they want to see that trajectory of the kid's personality throughout the day. Your food, same thing. Like, if you're going to post food, don't just post food. Post something about the restaurant that you're at, the history of it. Hey, I'm here today at Taco Bell. Did you know that Taco Bell was started in 1947? I had no clue. All right, thanks for that time. I'm going to eat my Chalupa Supreme. So make the best The Chalupa Supreme was the best. Cheesy Gordita Crunch number 2. Anyways, I used to work at Taco Bell for years. That's where I gained all my knowledge, my sales knowledge. But tell a story. So if you're a real estate agent, you're going to a house. Don't just post a picture of the house. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, cool. Give us some background. Why did you guys take your buyer to this house, or when was this house built? How many owners has it had? Give us something that no one else is going to share with us on Instagram, because that's going to get the shareable clicks for your views. People are going to watch longer. People are going to come back because they want the story. You don't just watch movies without storylines. If a movie just showed you still images of food, whatever, cars, you're not going to watch it. You want the story. You want to be engaged to the movie. You want to sit there and watch it all, right? And that's what I challenge you guys on stories. The stories are going to drive your followers to engage with you more. The reels are going to bring in the newcomers to your page. You only get one shot with those newcomers. They're going to like the reel. They're going to follow it. And then they're going to watch your first couple stories, right? If they don't engage with you within those first couple stories after following you, you've basically lost them for 3 to 6 months, is what I've noticed on the algorithm. So I want you guys to make sure your stories are always up to date. Post every single day. I like Chris's actually. Chris is he's a good example. He's telling a story throughout his day. And I follow Chris, and I try to engage as much as possible, but he does a good job of engaging people, strangers, to his page on what he does, how he does it. Najee Wolf does a decent job. He's not even like a producing agent, but he's always showing different types of stories where you can engage with other individuals. Tyler, not so much. Tyler doesn't post any stories. Why not, Tyler?
I mean,
Well, got him.
I'm on streaks with it. No, I either post stories every day or I don't post anything. Like there's no in between with me.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. As a team lead, I need you to post every day. I think you'll gain more interaction from the team, interaction from strangers, interactions from anyone. And if you guys need help with stories, you guys got to map it out. You got to kind of bank your stories, right? It's simple things that pop up on your day-to-day. Like today, what was my story? I think we listed that house at $1 or $2. I didn't know the MLS had rules. But we listed the house at $2. I created a stupid meme on CapCut showing the listing, and then a clickable link for them to look at it. And then I posted the jokes that came in from people. If you don't have huge engagement like me, make up comments, right? Then I just asked them to drop their best one-liner about the listing. And so people started doing that. And then I reposted the one-liners that people were posting. Something simple like that. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You don't want to overflood your stories as well. Post 2 to 4 of them, and that's it. Sometimes my best performing ones are just one black screen text, something that's a story. But post once a day. You have to on story. For the reels, post 3 to 5 times a week. You got to do it. Three at minimum, right? Make it a goal to post 3 very thought out videos. If you can't do 3, do 1 really good one. If you can't do 1, I don't know what to tell you. Just stay off Instagram. All right. Did we get anyone else?
You're right. But I will put out there, I do post more on YouTube than anyone else does here.
Dang, is that a threat or a challenge?
It's a challenge.
What's your YouTube? Do we not post on YouTube? Probably not, huh? Tyler Royke?
Yeah, that's one of them. I don't want to tell everyone the other one because it's going to screw the metrics if all y'all follow it. But
you do have good. Yeah, you do. Look at it, 3 days ago, 6 days ago, 10 days ago, 13 days ago. You maybe not more than anyone, Tyler, but.
Well, there's another one I post as much on.
He's not gonna. He's lying. He's just. There's no other one. He's just.
I don't want. No, I don't. I want the followers. It's got to be hyper local. If it's going to screw up the metrics, watch time and growth. if people that aren't the target audience follow it. So that's why.
Okay. What was I gonna say right now? Can you pull up your phone, Tyler? I want to see. You don't have to show the world, but you do have to verbally tell us. I want to see how often you're on Instagram. Can you go to your screen time? Do you know how to do that?
Screen time. Let me see.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, my phone died. My phone died. Oh no, I don't want
Oh,
you."
you're saying that I got you the screen time on
Yeah, go screen time and then go to where is it?
yeah, I got it here.
Oh, see all app and website activity.
So for the week.
Yeah, you could go week or do day. Well, how long?
Well, this is the week.
Okay, how long? How much are you on Instagram? I can't see it. Just read it. You don't have to show it, bro. Okay.
An hour 26 minutes
Damn, that's more than me. That's more than
for
me.
the week. Is
Yeah.
that really more than you?
Yeah. What's your YouTube like? Damn, mine's only 13 minutes. That's pretty impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For the week?
No, YouTube for the week 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
An hour 28.
Nice. I'm on text message for 8 hours and 37 minutes on the week. That's a lot of texting. It's just a Chris recently. Just texting Chris. Gmail, an hour and 38. ChatGPT, 49 minutes. That's not good.
I'm spending more time on chat. Like I had a drastic change in how much time I was spending on that. Like I went from like 0 to I don't even know. It's more than 0 though.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I want everyone to do that basically at the end of the day. Go look at your screen time. If you're not posting on YouTube or Instagram, your screen time should be very little. But Tyler, my point with Tyler was he has an hour of screen time on Instagram and he does not have an hour's worth of content. For a guy who needs to generate business and get in front of agents, the content needs to be out there. And so I challenge Tyler to get some stories going consistently because Instagram is where the eyeballs are. YouTube as well. It's getting better and better. But that's going to be more long form stuff, right, Tyler? YouTube's all
long form. Well, I do have like a channel I launched a little over a month ago. I have 40 hours of watch time on it from 0 in the first month. So but yeah, that's I mean, valid point though, and I'm very like that's like literally the next thing on my on the top of my my list is being active on a daily basis on social media. That's like pretty much the next thing on my horizon here.
There you go. Yeah. And you have the newsletters and you have a bunch of stuff that works. So I think Instagram can tie in your Instagram stories for sure. Your reels, I think you can make some funny reels. I think you got some humor in you.
I'm glad someone believes in me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dude. Now I doubt what I just said. I mean, you sound like you don't believe in yourself, Tyler. I need to send you to Tony Robbins or something.
No, I
Awaken
read
the giant within.
I read a YouTube comment today and I just laughed while I read it because it basically said the opposite of what you said, but then I just like laughed at him because this faceless, nameless person is commenting on my video being negative. I'm like,
I'm get used to it.
I'm not the one hiding and trolling people here.
Yeah, that's true. I believe in you always. All right, who else? Brian's in the house. What's up, Brian? What's up, Richard Judge? Thanks for showing up a little late, but we'll take it. I know it's like 9 p.m. out there. What is it, 7:30? Not bad. That's it? All right. Show's over, bro. Thanks for stopping by, Richard. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, I know Jasper's had some serious traction on the social media. How's that shaping up?
Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry, I'm scheduling showings for the next week for this week.
Nice.
I've been actually doing a lot of drone videos recently of the surf spots, and then planning to go do some house tours of the places nearby those surf spots.
Dude, that's crazy. I
Just
told Chris this. I gave Chris a drone. Chris, do you guys remember Chris Johnston? No.
Yeah, yeah.
So he went to work for a wholesaler and flipper. Now he's on Mike's team out here. And I gave him a drone to go because he likes to surf. And I said the same thing you did, Jasper. Just film local beaches, film the surf, have a landing page, and send people there. Hey, interested in getting your first time home buyer's guide? Click here. And I don't know if he's doing it, but I think it's a genius idea.
I've been taking a 360 camera out in the water with me with like a bite mount, and I've gone through 2 of them. Every time I it just snaps on me. So I got to figure that setup out. But
Yeah, you got some
the
good
drone
views.
is cool. Oh, thanks. The I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose that 360 camera sometime soon, but
You have like 4, and then you get a lot of people who just watch, right? Do you get lots of leads?
yeah, I'll get like DMs every once in a while of people. I'll get a lot of hate comments, but it's cool because it boosts the algorithm.
Yeah.
I let them argue.
Oh yeah, that's the best. If you can invoke some sort of argument, you'll always win. Yeah. So you got 293, 344, 935,000, 50,000, 55,000, 223. Pretty good video views. I like it. Sorry, I'm watching your video right now.
Oh yeah, I got to do that series. The series is pretty cool. I carved that surfboard out of wood.
You did that?
Damn.
Yeah. Oh wait, not that one. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm doing one. I actually have it right here. I have this one. This one's the one my girlfriend won out of a competition,
Nice.
but it worked. It's a little hard, so I made my own because I don't want to destroy the nice one. So I'll destroy my own. And so, yeah, that's a series I'm working on. I got to sand it. It's super rough right now.
Yeah. Like I like this. I like this getting your keys to your new home, and you're getting your boy a surfboard after you give him the keys. So that's a pretty cool hook. Yeah. So what's your Jasper in Hawaii's his Instagram? Go ahead and follow him. Check out Jasper's doing it right. He found a niche. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He knows how to shoot different clips, make it engaging, right? Like if I was a buyer in Hawaii, I would want to use you. I'm about to get a surfboard for free and keys to a house. See, I like it. All right, cool. Good work, Jasper. Let us know if we can help you anywhere. What island are you on?
I'm on Oahu, but I've helped on Maui and Big Island.
Nice. I'm going to come fly out. We could shoot a video.
Let's go. Teach you how to surf.
Nah, man, relax. I'm deathly scared of the ocean.
Even better. That'd be even better content.
Do
I'll
you
be
know,
like, yo, I'm taking a LT to dinner, but it's a shark. It's just shark diving.
Nice. Did you know that we haven't even like found 90% of the oceans? Like we haven't touched the oceans. There's some weird stat. Like 90% of it, no one's ever been to.
We've only mapped like 2%, I think.
Yeah, isn't that
Something crazy like that.
That's so weird. So all the maps are a lie. Like there's no. It's so weird, and we're like, yeah, cool. Anyways, back to social media. All right, what else? That's it. It's a quiet bunch.
What else, y'all? Any questions related to social media going viral, getting millions of views on short form videos? Because I mean, I watched. I'll tell y'all, it wasn't an accident. You know, this was. He didn't have the "Don't Buy Real Estate" account. That was something. When did he start that?
Last year, a year ago, exactly.
Yeah, like a year ago. So like he didn't. It's not like, oh yeah, he just no. That was the plan. Like that was the whole plan, was to get reach with that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
final
Now,
call for questions.
Yeah, the handle part, you got to have something engaging. I don't think it really means as much to the algorithm, but I mean, I don't like when people just have their name, right? It's got to be. I probably just insulted all of you, but like even Jasper's is Jasper in Hawaii. Like it's something more than just his name. Something catchy. A lot of you guys are just using your name, which is cool, but you can have your name in the description, right, on that main page. for a while my name was like real estate somehow, and that helped the algorithm. But for your handle, come up with something good. Come up with something that's engaging, that you want people to see you as. You just never know when it's going to hit. You just never know when someone's going to relate to it the most, or bring you up based on your Instagram handle. The problem is I don't think anyone knows my name, because I run into people and they go, "Hey, you're Don't Buy Real Estate," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess, but my name is Josh." And they're like, "Wow, I never knew your name." And so that's probably one of the gifts and the curse of being clickbaity, I guess, on social media. But whatever.
But what hasn't it shifted? Would you say it's shifted though in a direction where more people are using their real names, or that's more of a thing? Because I've seen this, like, I'm thinking of a couple other people that a lot of real estate agents follow, and they were kind of like that too. That, like, they started out as like, people would just know the account, they'd see the person behind it, but they didn't really know who they really were. But I've seen people like that. It seems they've made a shift in recent years to really start branding their personal brand more, and like really putting their own name out there.
Yeah,
Have
because
you seen that too?
personal brand started becoming a buzzword, right? Hey, you got to work on your personal brand. You got to work on your personal brand. That became the thing to do, and so I think a lot of people shifted away from whatever they had to their actual name, and I think that was not a mistake, but a mistake, right? Um, just look at some of the biggest brands in the world. They're not someone's name. I mean, maybe some of them, like cars, like Ford and whatever, but look at Nike. Imagine if we called it, what's the owner of Nike? Phil Knight.
Night.
Yeah, what if we called it Phil Knight Athletics? Like, he used Nike to build up his personal brand. And we all know Phil Knight because of Nike, not because the opposite way around. The branding on Nike was so good that everyone wanted to research who was the man behind Nike. And so I think it's whatever you feel comfortable with. I've always had the clickbait, right? Lending tips. That was my first ever account. And people like that, and no one else had it. And they're like, "Oh, this guy gives me lending tips," right? They know what they're going to get. Don't Buy Real Estate was like weird for people. They just didn't know what they were going to get until they went to the page, and that's why they went, because it was so confusing. And then they were like, "Oh, this guy's just all humor." So we branded that way to attract more of the negative and positive side and make it more of a cohesive account. And we still give tips and whatever. But for you guys, it's up to you. I don't like people's names. I don't know. You guys have boring names. Even I have a boring name. I'm not going to click on Tyler Royke. I don't even know how to say Tyler Royke unless I know Tyler Royke. But that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. I just have a million views this month. So
The benefit, I think the bigger benefit of having your name is that's something you always take with you. When your account is like geared around, like, like lending tips, for example. Do you take that with you, or do you shift, like? And I think you're probably a great example of this. Like, people know you as lending tips, but is that your brand now? Like, I mean, no, it's Don't Buy Real Estate. So you've shifted, and that's but the one thing with your name is you always take it with you, right?
Yeah, I agree. I hate my name. I would like to change my name to Don't Buy Real Estate or Lending, like my legal name. But look at some of the rappers in the world. We don't know their names. Like, even actors, they change their name to something that is more relatable or more clickbaitish. Like, I don't know these rappers' names. Like, but they're out there, and that's what we know them as, and we don't call them by their street names or their legal names. But I know some of these, like, is George Clooney's real name George Clooney? I don't know. I doubt it. That's too good of a name. Can someone Google that?
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Jace.
So, how important is it, like Tyler was saying, for that branding across all your social medias?
Like, how
Or do you think
to be consistent? Or,
Yeah.
I mean, I would be consistent. I mean, if you have a YouTube channel, with your name Jace. I would have an Instagram with your name Jace. But at the end of the day, they all have different algorithms. Like I can't have a don't buy real estate LinkedIn page. It just doesn't work on LinkedIn. Where Instagram, I think I can, and on YouTube, I think I can too. But I think Tyler's point is have your name on maybe a YouTube where it's more long form. You're relating more to other people. Instagram's more lighthearted. So it really depends. I don't think you have to be perfectly aligned. It's easier, I could tell you that, if all your handles are the same. That way you don't have to think about it in different colors and whatever. But it's whatever you're comfortable with at the end of the day. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. Tyler, you want to agree or disagree?
I'd say I would say it's important like for your profile to be uniform across the board, especially with like, all these fake accounts out there. So like, I'd say like use the same profile pic across your different places and stuff like that. Like I'd say it should be on brand as far as that goes, or if there's any kind of colors theme or thing that you do, like, I would very much have it on brand across platforms as far as that goes. That's the biggest thing.
But let's
I
play
think
devil's
you have
advocate, Tyler. At the end of the day, no one really cares, right? The way they find you is the way they find you. And if you have good content, they'll stick with you. They don't care about your branding. Name one company that has real good branding. I would say it's Tesla, right? They have the same logo, the same colors throughout everything. But I don't think people buy the car because of the branding. I think they buy it because of the actual performance of the vehicle. And it helps to have the branding because people can kind of identify it. But on social media, I don't think anyone really pays attention to it. Do you? I don't. I don't look at people's brand colors, and I don't go to their LinkedIn and see if it matches. I don't go to their Facebook. I just think every platform has a different audience. And so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day unless you're playing a bigger role in the community or in life, or if you're running for president. You guys are real estate agents, right? You're wholesalers, you're investors. I don't think it matters that much, so maybe don't overthink it. But do you, Tyler, notice people's brand? I think you do because you look at it differently than everyone else.
Do I notice what?
Just people's branding on different platforms. Like, do you actually notice the brand colors and stuff on Instagram?
Well, but not everyone does it. But like the people that do, like, like if they have like the point is it's a thing that people remember them for. Like, let's say, like, crazy example, but let's say there's like some agent out there that just uses pink on everything. Like that's part of what people associate them with, and it like triggers, I think, another like color. You're associating them with the color now. Like if and I think some of the um like I'm trying to think, some big brands do that more than others too, but not everyone does that. Like if you don't intentionally do that, like people aren't going to think of you when they think of like a specific color.
Yeah. I think we overthink it as agents on social media. I think just post good content, be relatable, people will reach out to you. Unless you're trying to be like a influencer like me, which I'm not. It just kind of like if you want to sell a product, then I think it matters, right? I think your Instagram page has to match your sales funnel, and your sales funnel has to match your website, and your website has to match your newsletter, and your YouTube has to match everything else, right? And your ads online have to match your branding. Like that's when I think it kind of gets the nitty gritty. Sorry, this thing's getting heavy. I don't know why we can't afford a stand. 2025, bro, the year of the recession. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, don't overthink it. Jace, that's a really long answer. He left. He's like, I'm out, bro. Fuck.
No, I'm still here.
He's like, I just asked a simple question, and these fools are rambling. All right, anyone else? We've got 6 minutes until my 5 o'clock call.
Josh, can I ask a total different question?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, it cut out.
Yeah, I had a seller here. He has 7,500 square footage property, like a covered property. He won't sell it. but he doesn't want to list it. But 2,500 is a doctor's office, and 5,000 is his laundry service business.
Mm. And he
Yeah.
owns the land, or is it just the business?
He owns all the whole lot.
Oh, nice. Amandeep does not give a shit about social media. He's like, you screw your brand. We don't do
No,
social media. Let's make some money. I like it. Cool. Send it. I mean, send it over. I'll look at it. I have. What state is it in?
is in North Carolina, about 5 miles from my home.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a big network in North Carolina. I own a couple properties out there. So send it my way. I think I have a good buyer for it.
Okay, let me send you the address, and you can take a look at it from Google.
Okay. Perfect.
Do
Sounds
that.
good. We'll be in touch.
How should I do it? Through Instagram or through email? Should we do that?
Email's better.
You mind giving me that, please?
Tyler, can you text him my email? Tyler,
I
will-
got you.
Tyler will
Yeah, I
text
got
it.
it. I'll send it.
Sorry, I just don't want Tim Whitman emailing me randomly. So if I give out my email, Tim's gonna just be emailing me, checking up on me. Oh
Only
wait,
Tim?
He's just gonna courtesy copy and everything.
yeah, hey, that's fine. Whatever I can do. Oh, for Brian's in the house. Brian's on fire lately. I don't know if you guys know if I have time to brag, but Brian's been sending over leads left and right. He is the champ. Now he just needs to learn how to close them. So we got to take him to Wolf of Wall Street school or something. He's got to start like. Brian's
He
killing it.
he brought on his first agent too.
Bro, he's hustling.
Firing on all cylinders.
You know what I think is happening, Tyler? I think he's finally got a girlfriend that he likes or something because he's actually like working. Brian, am I right or am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, it's an AI girlfriend, bro.
Or it could be a boy. It could be a boyfriend. It could be a boyfriend.
Yeah,
Hey, I know it's that time of the month or that month. Sorry. But yeah, it could be a boyfriend or girlfriend. But I know he got something because he's been working so hard. I love it.
Let's go, leading the way.
Cool. Sorry if I offended the whole world. Both of you guys. Just equal opportunity offensive. I'll take it. All right. Anything else? We got 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Anything else? Final call. Questions.
I don't know Mr. Market's name, so good branding. I always forget it. I know it's somewhere. It's not saved in my phone with his name. What's Mr. Market's name, Tyler?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, bro. What do you mean?
Eric.
Is he?
Eric.
Oh, yeah.
But now
yeah,
you got to guess how you spell it because there's a lot of ways to spell Eric.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, I knew that. I knew Eric. All right. Well, that's all for today, guys. I have a 5 o'clock investor call about $1.6 million property here in San Diego. We're going to launch a fund, and it's going to be token-based, okay? It's going to be on Coinbase, and you guys can all buy fractional shares of this investment. Coming to a theater near you.
That's cool.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll be on the news for real estate scams.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, speaking of scams, hi. Yeah, is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, scam. There's a company called Arrived.com. They're like the real estate investment company, and they say you buy a share, $10 a share, and you can own like piece of a pie.
Nice.
Going forward.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're aiming for. There's a couple companies out there. Email me that company if you know the owners or something, but we're trying to find the right partners.
It's not the owners. I said, I think sponsored by that guy from Amazon, that guy who
Jeff Bezos? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I think I have seen that.
Arrive.com.
Yeah. That's something we kind of want to look into so everyone can own real estate. Especially, we're going to try it with this 6 unit here in San Diego because it already brings income, and so we can already pay a dividend right away. And so it's not really a risk. It's really raising the capital, paying a dividend per month for the next 18 months. Everyone owns a fractional share. We rehab it. We can either fix it, flip it, or keep it and build on it. So that's our goal.
Okay.
We actually do work over here. We just don't make people laugh. Okay, Brian? All right, time's up. Later,
so we'll
guys.
be back next week with a new topic, I guess. We'll see.
Yep. It's going to be
Sweet.
social media related. We're going to do 4 weeks of this.
4 weeks of social media related content. So
And we're
come
going to
ready
see
next
what
week.
Christian does for us. Let's see if he can pull through. He'll be our first test case. If he gets less than 5,000 views, I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. Okay.
Let's go, Christian. Come through, man. The people are depending on you.
We'll get 18 views right here. 19. So 4,920 more. 18 more. All right. Later, guys.